Hey guys, how's it going? Um, got a bit of a surprise. I've been working on this for a while and finally got it up and running. I think I've had it since November. Anyways, I'll tell you about that in a sec. So, here it is. It's a 55 gallon. I'm going to be doing African cichlids in this. And it came with a stand, which is nice. It's nice and black, so you can't see it right now. I just set it up. That's why it's cloudy. So basically, I used... The store was out of... I think they call it cichlid sand. So the store is out of that, so I'm going to be using this Carib Sea, and I think it's medium grain. So yeah, it's aragonite. A lot of people use it, I know. Some of you guys use it too. I've never used it. This is my first time using it. The nice thing about it is that it's a larger grain than the sand. And the sand is actually annoying to use, so this is going to be nice. And the only thing it doesn't do is control my hardness, and the cichlid sand controls the hardness, so that's the only thing I'm missing out on. So yeah, here it is. I've got, so yeah, that's the Carib Sea aragonite for the substrate. And over in the back, just hit the light for you. So yeah, over in the back, I've got a Fluvo 104 running on this tank right now. Let me know what you guys think about that. I was told that it would work for a 55, but I've read that it only can do up to 25 gallons, which I don't necessarily believe, but its flow is pretty good. Like, that's about 1.5 feet clearance from the output, and you can see it's pushing the sand around nicely. So I've got this thermometer that I bought. I love these ones, even though they are really fragile. Original light that came with it. I don't know what it is really. It's probably just a Light Max or Sun Max or something. And then the heater, which I've installed right there, is just a Hydor. It's probably their middle level heater, because it's got the numbers to adjust the temperature, which is nice. So anyways, yeah. When I got this tank, it was a freshwater tank, and it came with 2 light hoods. There's the stand. Pretty nice. So yeah, it came with 2 light hoods. One of them was shattered, and the other one is the one that I'm using. It's in fairly good shape. And it came with 2 pumps. A Whisper, regular hang on the back filter, and then I think a Penguin. I don't really know the numbers because they were really caked up with crap. I basically had to clean this tank for, I think it was about 1.5 months. I was fighting against all the garbage that was on it. I mean, I couldn't believe, but it was left for 6 months, with just the pumps running, nothing else. Barely fed the fish that were in there. They ended up dying, and there was like a pleco that was like 1.5 feet long in there, just sucking on the glass. And I mean, this thing was massive, and I'm sure it could have been even bigger if it wasn't so malnourished. But anyway, so it took forever to clean, and it weighed like, the substrate that was in it before, it was like 4.5 inches of the regular, pet store gravel. The same kind of gravel that's in my 37. That kind, but it was white with like green pebbles in it, and it weighed a ton. Anyways, I got all this for $100, and a bunch of odds and ends that I don't really have a use for, and they're outdated. But yeah, I think what was in there before was a couple angelfish, a pleco, obviously some barbs and some neons, the typical stuff. And that's about all that I can remember. I think there's a couple like loaches. But yeah, so this tank is going to be African cichlids, and I'm looking forward to it. It's located in a business waiting room, and they're eventually going to upgrade to a 50. I think it's a 55-gallon bow front. And it's going to go in that corner there. But for now, this is where the owner wants it. Because this is the test tank, basically. So, yeah. I'm going to document my progress, obviously, like all the others. And let me know what you think. Like I said, I've been looking forward to this for a long time. I've had this tank forever now, and finally got it clean, and I didn't know what I wanted to do with it, and I decided that, yeah, I'm going to do African cichlids. So, basically, I'll tell you why I didn't decide to do saltwater. First of all, in a 55, if I did the aquascaping properly, I doubt I would have very good luck with a tang. And now, I know people with smaller tanks that have tangs and they're perfectly healthy, and that's awesome. I think that's amazing. And as long as they're happy, you can have them. But this is like a business, so you're gonna have a lot of people like coming up to the tank, messing around with it. And a tang would not like that, and that's not even the only fish that wouldn't like that. So that was just one of the reasons. I mean, I would have like damsels and stuff, and maybe a clownfish or two, but then you start getting into the more expensive fish, and they're bigger, and a 55 wasn't really the right size. Another thing is, I wasn't sure what I could use as far as aquascaping, and I mean the list goes on. The owner doesn't really have the budget for like the rock that is required. The fish here in Canada, if it's a small fish and it's saltwater, it's 50. Damsels are 15, but anything other than a damsel it goes from 50, and then tang is 80. Any type of tang doesn't matter, and if it's like a rare tang or anything other than that, like I think the most expensive fish I saw was like $180. So this isn't going to be the most amazing saltwater setup because we're trying to save money. So obviously we can't have extremely expensive fish, or else you're going to have those die, and then it's not worth it. So needless to say, I went with freshwater because, well, I should say more tropical, but anyways, there's no such thing. Freshwater, I went with that because it'll be cheaper. I can get like an African cichlid for $8 here. So, long story short, lots of reasons why I decided not to go with the saltwater. I mean, even water changes alone, after a while, you're going to have to start paying for more salt and an RDI unit, because you don't want to stress the fish if they're, you know, really, really nice fish. But yeah, I would love nothing more than a nice big saltwater tank, just like anyone else. So yeah, thanks for watching, and let me know what you guys think. And super happy about the way it turned out. Yes, it's still cloudy, I know. Like I said, I just set it up. So there you go. And for those of you who are wondering about how much it costs, right now, the tank and the stand and all the stuff that came with it was $100. And then the thermometer there was, I think, was $3, $4 in tax. And then the filter actually was free from a friend of mine, so that's really nice. But I want to know, let me know what you guys think, if it's enough. If it's a Fluval 104, again, I researched as much as I could. And then the sand was $50. You got a nice thick sand bed everywhere. And the heater was $30. And the water, well, you know what water is. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you think. And again, I'll be updating soon whenever I'll do a water test. And then we'll see if we can get fish in this tank. Alright. Thanks, guys.